Ragnarok. So I received this today, and I already have played. So a little bit of a spoiler, I guess. I've already played a game, a 3-player game of Ragnarok tonight. Absolutely loved it. I did not own Pantheon, so I got the Pantheon and Ragnarok set together. I can't wait to play more of it. So I'm going to do an unboxing. It's effectively exactly the same as when I received it. I was very lucky. I'm in the UK, and my delivery was undamaged. I know that there's been some shocking pictures of what people have received from their games. So Ragnarok. Inside of here, you get the French and the English versions of the player aids and the rulebook and the scenarios. So player aids, absolutely essential, fantastic. And tonight I played, as I say, a 3-player version. Two of them have never played Mythic Battles before. I had played it a little bit on TTS, so knew the rules more or less. But still, this was really useful for referencing. Fantastic. Also, what I really appreciated, we just played a skirmish, is in here you've got at the back an index, absolutely essential, and I love the fact they've highlighted the page number for the thing that you need to go and see for the main rules of that particular thing. Looks quite similar to Batman, to be honest, but yeah, very easy to follow. Rule set there as well. Scenario book, I've not played any of these. So I'm looking forward to these, playing the sagas, and they are 2-player, and then the second saga is 2 or 4-player, which will be really nice, because especially if I want to play it in the game group, it gives us a chance to play up to 4 players. Again, I've not played Pantheon, and I've got a load of that. I've got the compendium with that as well, so expect to see some solo play on the channel soon as well. Really nice rulebook. I really appreciate the rulebook. So, the bit that everyone wants to see is the miniatures. So, in the top box, it's like a tale of 2 halves. It's the best way to describe it. So, these are your troops and heroes. And forgive me for I don't know the names of all these. We played with these. These are really cool with their guard ability. Really made it so my opponent, who was playing Loki, meant that they can just guard Loki. It was quite awesome. Got one of the heroes here. But the detail on these miniatures is quite superb. The seers. These are just the troop miniatures, right? And the heroes. Really, really impressed with the quality of the miniatures. That's quite a plain cloak. A lot of them got detail on the cloak as well. That undead. Again, see the bone underneath really showing. Amazing quality. Might be able to zoom in. Oh, maybe not. Might be a bit better. Oh, that's better. Just fantastic detail in these minis. Really appreciate. Harold, I believe. Again, all the detail on the belt, the horn, the hand. shield. They really have stepped it up. So, just gonna... Look at the detail on the cloak. That's not helping at all. Let's move that way. That should be better now. On the sword hilt and everything. Oh, just the detailing on these miniatures are absolutely sublime. I mean, these would be brilliant if you play any tabletop miniatures games with Vikings, like Saga or something like that. These would be great for that, even. Oh, these have rotated a little bit. These are the wolf pelt ones. Berserkers as well. Bone neck. Let's go around. And look at the fur on the feet there, on the legs. Absolutely exquisite, really. These are awesome. I think these are the Berserkers, if I remember rightly. That is one headdress and a half, that is. Decent sized minis as well. Lagatha with head. This is who I played today. Veteran Lagatha. Then with just standard Lagatha. She was okay. The Shield Maidens. Great sculpts, great poses. And that you could argue that was the only problem with the other one. Oh, this guy can change into a wolf. One of my opponents played that tonight. So even though he's wearing a wolf pelt, he can actually turn into a wolf. Nice straight everything. Sigurd, I think this one is. And I mean, the contrast paints are going to be... These are going to be amazing. Look at these. The elves. Light elves. Not really sure what this one is. Sleeping person? Or drunk person? I don't really know. Might be part of the scenarios or something. I also played the dwarves, who were cool because they got gem collector and a decent defense, so they can kind of hold those gems ready for your god. And then in the second half, we have the first big miniatures. Bjorn the bear. It's like so cool. Grendel's mother went against this thing. Look at that. Just amazing. And Grendel himself. So cool. On top of the little building there. Straps everywhere. Muscle definition. Look at this though. 3 witches as they were. I mean, that's just crazy model. Little raccoony thing. Lovely sculpted base with some of these things as well. Oh, this is Thor's cats. Forgot what they're called now. And we've got some gods, it seems. Just beautiful detail. These are going to come out so well when you paint them. And they look absolutely amazing on the board. Absolutely phenomenal on the tabletop. There's the Loki. So this is the new Loki miniature. Obviously they changed the sculpt. Such a good choice. I love this one. My opponent played Loki. He is a tricky little man. He is a god, that's for sure. But they've kept the detailing on the cloak. Absolutely exquisite. And then the snake wrapping around. And the wolf. Absolutely gorgeous. Freya? No, not Freya. Not sure. Look at the hair detail. Plaited hair. Amazing. And you got Hell. Ridiculous. Some goats. And as I say, it was such a fantastic game. So we played 3 players, 10 runes or power stones or divine stones on the board as a Draugr. So a nice large miniature. And we ended up with 3 each against the last kind of like few turns. And then one of the opponents, who was way behind to start with, managed to get that last divine stone and absorb it before we could even start doing it. Yeah, Carl, they're definitely a step above the Pantheon. I've had a little look at the Pantheon ones already, and they've definitely improved the quality of the miniatures. Boulder. I mean, I was just imagining painting these up. I mean, I've got such a large painting queue to work on, but I think these are going to be used quite soon. Loki. So I mean, I saw a couple of years back when they were delivering the resin versions. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I need to get back onto the painting streams, and definitely live streams. Haven't got the time to do the full production versions, but I should be able to get some live streams done soon. Especially now I've got this. Now I've got the space to effectively do it. So I just need to get the right weather so I can actually prime them, and then we'll move on from there. Right, so that was the top box. Then we move on to the bottom box, which contains some of the bigger miniatures. This is so cool. Okay, so I might have to zoom out slightly just to get these bigger miniatures in, and then we start with the Frost Giant. Look at the size of that axe, and again, just the texture on these it's gonna absolutely pop and work so well with contrast paints. I played with this guy. I didn't deploy him until the last few rounds of the game, and then realized how good he was, or it was. Such a cool mini. It's like mechanical almost. Runic boar. It's so cool. Oh, this is Gorm, isn't it? All the bone showing and flesh. Lovely. And some more gods. Again, I'm not sure which one's Scaldy. Is this? Oh, what a pose there. I mean, how dynamic is that pose? And the detail, look at the feathers and the fur, sorry. The quiver. And I love the fact these are really nice and straight. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, they're definitely a step above Pantheon. Check and good representation. Again, female and male gods. That shield, life tree. And then the Titan, Fenrir. Wowzers. And what's quite cool is it's got a removable head. So if you don't want the Titan version, I guess, or the one with the sword through the head, you've got a normal head you can just put on instead. The second head's a little bit stiff, if I'm being completely honest. But cool option to have. And again, a nice sculpt on the base as well through that huge miniature. Then Fafnir, who I played today. Really cool miniature, really cool character, monster as well. Not cheap, but has a horrible ability where it's immune to kind of like ranged attacks. A bit of a joint line there on this one. Other than that, all of them so far have been not too bad. But again, some awesome detail. And what a sculpt. This guy's got a club hand. But just the detail on these runes on the buckles and stuff. Absolutely crazy. And if you watch the videos I've been doing recently, I've also got Nova Aetus Renaissance, which again has got so many amazingly detailed miniatures. Look at this thing. Mima? Maybe? Oh, that's so weird. Look at that fair head. So odd. So cool. Thor, the god I played, he's very good. Especially if you've got some Art of War cards, you can really utilize those. Again, fantastic detail. Yeah, the resins that they had for the reviewers' copies or previewer copies, with the detail that they had, they've definitely transferred that detail onto these plastic miniatures. Absolutely gorgeous. And such unique sculpts and poses. Really do appreciate it. Oh, that's pretty Freya. If I remember rightly. Huge. Look at that. Just absolutely gorgeous. Look at this guy. Or girl. I think it's like a mix, isn't it? That's amazing. Look at that. Yeah, really impressed with the quality of these miniatures. The sailing one, I guess it could be forgetting everything. I'm just thinking of Vikings series and the boat builder. What's his name? No. Floki. So perhaps it's, I don't know if it is Floki. It's not God, is he? But again, just with the boat, longboat prow. So cool. Oh, this could be Gertie Loki, actually. I was thinking it's got bombs. That's quite cool. some kind of phoenix type or crow or something like that. Bit of a joint line there again. So there are a couple of them, but not bad. But the texture quality and the detail on all the feathers, that should look absolutely awesome when it's painted. Look at this guy. Again, absolutely amazing detail. Even on the sword. And look at that. Oh, these are definitely going to be being painted up. Even the last one from this box, which was effectively the the way they've done it and packaged Ragnarok is they've put all the miniatures in the one box, and then you've got a storage box, and I have to show you the storage box. So, absolutely amazing quality of miniatures. They've really stepped up their game. I was looking through Nové's Renaissance and going, oh man, the quality of the miniatures has just become so amazing. And this has just shown exactly the same thing again. Just blown away by the quality. And I've been wanting this game for a very long time, the Pantheon. And when they did it as part of a bundle set with a reduction, it was a no-brainer really. So that's the first box. And now we move on to what's being classed as a storage box. So this is no minis. So in the top, you have your two boards. Beautiful art, as we expect from Monolith. But also very functional as well. So this is the board we played on this evening, and you got different kind of terrain types. You got the numbers. You got different parts. You put 3D terrain elements out there, same as always. On the other side, we've got the broken ship, or the ship that's gone through the ice. And then you've got all things going on here, a bit of forest land in that one. Then in the second board, sorry, you've got a village. Here you go. You've got a village, burning village, which is pretty cool. And I love the fact that they use their boards and the features on them all the time. So this is the snowy stage where you've got some frost areas, and a lot of the characters are frost resistive, but you've also got fire. So this is fire and ice effectively in this board. There's loads going on in this board. This is awesome. You've got rocks, you've got forest, you've got snow, you've got fire. That would be a cool one to play on. Right, and this is the storage box I was talking about. So I've yet to sort out the cards because they came in quite strange packs, but effectively what you've got, if I zoom in, is a kind of felt plastic container box. You got your god boards, then you got your monster boards, and then you've got your I've got Titan and the hero boards. Sorry, let me zoom out a minute. Then you've got spaces for 3D terrain tokens, and you've got stuff for everything else. So I've actually got the Ragnar Saga box, so I'll be able to put extra tiles into these. You can put extra bits into those. You've got loads of space for all the cards. I mean, this is just the French deck, so I won't even use this. So tons of space, and also they give you dividers as well, so you can divide up all of your units, heroes, stuff like that. Now potentially what I am thinking of doing actually is putting in the Pantheon. Put the Pantheon cards. It might be a bit of a tight fit, but I reckon it could fit, and you definitely could fit the cards in and the dice and everything else. So all that's in the Pantheon box is the miniatures, effectively. So I might well do that. I haven't decided yet, but I really appreciate a decent storage solution for the box. And the way they've done it is, as I say, is one box has got all the minis, and the other box has got the boards, and there's only space for the 2 boards. So if you got the expansions with more boards, that won't fit in there. That's the only problem. Very nice, sturdy cardboard boxes. Got the Spot UV as well, which is really nice. Which brings me to my last thing I got in the Ragnarok, which is the Ragnar Saga. To add more variants. So we've got a couple of scenarios bespoke for this, as it were. And the amount of playability in this game is quite insane, to be honest. I did this. The only thing that was damaged, I suppose you can say, was the fact that this guy had come off his base. Lack of glue or something like that, but it's always going to requires a little bit of glue. It's got a little peg, go onto there, not a problem at all. But I don't really care about this. Well, I haven't looked at his stats, to be honest. I've got it for Ivar, Ragnar, Bjorn, Uzlag. So here's Ivar, the boneless. That's there you go. That's better. Awesome. Being carried. There we go. Then we got Ragnar himself. I mean, just look at the detail on the face. Yeah, it's crazy. Gorgeous minis. Aslog. I really appreciate the poses as well. The dynamic poses of them all. That makes such a difference to your miniatures if they've got dynamic poses. And Bjorn, Ragnar's son, the full warrior, very, very cool. Now I didn't get the Odin pack with Odin on his amazing steed. Depending on how much I play this game, I mean, it's very much a hit tonight. So it's very much something I can imagine being played at the game group quite often. So now I just need to, start to try out some of the scenarios, see how they differ as I go through. But as I say, I was very lucky. I have seen a lot of delivered boxes and pledges which were not in a good way. So I'm very lucky that mine was actually fine. And I managed to get everything together in one set. So I've got my Pantheon set as well. And obviously you can mix and match, which will be quite cool. So I've got my Pandora's box. I think it's his exact reprint of the 1.5 and then the Pantheon normal. Quite crazy. It's where to store everything is the other thing. And then they did then the Atlas. Now they did give this came along with it. So just be aware if you are getting it, not to forget about this. It was a slight printing fade on some of the cards. So they've just given us a brand new deck of those cards. So I just need to obviously get those out and then put them with the replace the current Ragnarok ones as we move through. So yeah, it's been a busy couple of a busy week with Mythic battles, and then of course then this monster, which has been I played this, and this is fantastic. Well, some absolutely amazing games, and this is, I guess, a little bit of the problem with our hobby, is they seem to keep releasing really, really good games, and it's what do you get rid of? Which ones do you play? Anyway, that was a little bit of an unboxing of Mythic Battles Ragnarok. And as I say, in the compendium for Pantheon, I've got some solo scenarios which I definitely want to play. So I'll be playing a bit of Pantheon solo, put it on the channel. But I definitely want to start painting up some of those Ragnarok miniatures. They're just absolutely gorgeous. So thanks for joining us. If you did, and if you're getting your Mythic Battles Ragnarok soon, you will not be disappointed at all. I just can't wait to play this more. So until next time, stay safe, keep gaming.